Hello everybody, I am Brielle Settigren and I work for the Vermont Department of Health. And today I am back in the Tasty Bites kitchen for round 2 and I'm partnering with the Central Vermont Council on Aging to bring you some amazing recipes, this time for folks that might have swallowing challenges. Whether it's yourself or you are a caregiver or you're a friend of somebody and you want to make them a delicious recipe, these are for you, so stay tuned. All right, everybody, we are making a creamy tomato bisque. So first things first, I have my pan with some butter and oil because I'm going to add some diced and chopped celery, onions, whatever onion you prefer, and then I'm going to add garlic. We cannot forget garlic. And then thyme. I'm going to let these sit for just a few minutes, maybe 3 or 4 minutes to get really fragrant, mixing in the butter and oil, saturating it and coating it really well. All right, now that these have been simmering for a few minutes, they are looking so green. The celery, the onions, I can smell the garlic and thyme. It's looking really good. Now, while everything is still warm, we want to make sure we add the diced tomatoes. Here I have canned tomatoes. So if you're looking for a nice, fast recipe, this is great. Saves you some time from cutting. I'm going to add my white beans. Here I have white northern beans. You can grab any white bean. This is great to add protein and fiber. I'm going to save some beans on the side just in case when I blend it I need to thicken it up a little bit. Mix everything really well, and then I'm going to add my heavy cream. And a little bit of pepper because we want to add just a little bit of spice with that thyme. I like things pretty peppery. And now I'm going to make sure everything's cohesive and well mixed, and I'm going to pop the lid on, checking on it, mixing it as needed for about 10 minutes. Okay, now that it's been simmering for about 10 minutes, let's check it and make sure that everything is really well combined and tender. Okay, it's looking great. It's perfect. The celery is green. Look at that. So nice. We're going to add it to the blender because we're going to blend this up and make that yummy bisque. Into the blender it goes. Careful, it's very hot. As you can see, that steam coming out. Add everything in. And you know what? If it seems a little too thin, it's nice to have some beans on the side because we always add it to thicken it. And I have some water over here too if it's a little too thick. So that way you're always prepared. Okay, so we're going to grab our blender here, pop the top on, and we're going to blend. And you really want to blend. Give this a couple minutes. Okay, it's looking good. Now, if you don't have a blender at home, you could use something like this, which is an immersion blender. You can blend it right in the pan. This is nice and handy to have. But since we're blending today, we're going to check it out. And I feel like it might be a little bit on the thin side. So what I'm going to do is add just a little bit of beans and start small. You can always add as you go. Just going to add a little bit here. And I think that'll be perfect. We're going to blend it again for about a minute here. Same speed, really blend it. We want to make sure we mash up all the skins on the beans and have it be really cohesive. Okay, that is looking great. Now what we're going to do here is test the thickness. We want to make sure that this isn't too thin or too thick. If it is, you have beans you can add to it to thicken it, or have some water on the side, broth, something to thin it out. But I'm going to pour it here and I'm going to enjoy right now. And if I want to save some for later, what I have are some freezer cubes right here where I can add the rest of my bisque and store it in my freezer for about 2 to 3 months to enjoy later. You could heat it up in the pan, your microwave, whatever suits your fancy. But let's test our final product here. So with a fork, I'm going to scoop and see if it stays stiff, not dropping through the prongs of the fork. That looks perfect. All right, and then the spoon test here, just to make sure it's nice and stiff. It's thick enough, but not too thin. Staying on the spoon nicely. Perfect. Not dripping off the sides, dripping down into the bowl. That is the perfect creamy tomato bisque. If you want the recipe, please check out our website and stay tuned for more.